Hey, restaurant owners and operators, you know when you go to see a play live, the stage is up here and the orchestra pit is down here and that little dude's head is right in between with the white stick? You know the guy I'm talking about, right? The conductor. Why is the conductor there and what does this have to do with your restaurant? Hi folks, my name is Ryan Gromfin. I'm an author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, founder of therestaurantboss.com and clickbacon.com. I'm also an author of that book right there, Make It Happen, a tiny little book for bringing you big results in your restaurant. Grab a copy for free on our website, therestaurantboss.com. All you got to do is pay a couple bucks shipping and handling. Don't go to Amazon. It'll be much more expensive on Amazon. Please trust me. So the little guy with the stick, the conductor, what does that have to do with your restaurant? Well, I'll give you a little hint and then I'll explain it. He's the manager. He or she is the manager, the owner in your restaurant. But most of you are not conducting. Most of you are doing the work. Let's go backwards for a second here. Let's say we went to see Hamilton on Broadway, you and I. Hamilton is maybe arguably the most successful play ever, if not one of. They have an unlimited budget to hire the best of everything. So there's no doubt that every single person sitting in that orchestra pit is incredibly good at their job, which is playing an instrument, whatever instrument that is. They would likely be one of the better violinists or cellists or drummers or keyboardists or whatever those words are. I'm not a musician. Arguably in New York, if not the world. They're one of the best. We can at least agree that they know what they're doing. They're well trained. They've mastered their instrument. They've rehearsed the play hundreds, if not thousands of times. And in case anything goes wrong, they've got sheet music in front of them that they know how to read. So why do we have a conductor? Why are we paying a conductor a couple $100,000 to do a job that everyone knows how to do? Think about that for a second in your restaurant. As small independent operators, a lot of times we fire or get rid of or evaporate a position that we feel isn't necessary because we want to keep that money for ourselves. So in most cases, you as the restaurant owner operator don't have a conductor, or you don't play the role of the conductor because you don't want to pay someone else, or you feel you don't have to do it because your cooks are supposedly good at cooking. Your servers are supposedly good at cooking. And I'm sure they are. But even the best in the world still have a conductor. And why is that? It's because the humans acting on stage are not perfect. They are not robots. They do not perform the play exactly the same every single night. The audience does not react the same way every single night. So the conductor's job is to do two things. And I've spoken to conductors about this, and they agree. The conductor's job is to do two things. One, it's to make adjustments to the reality of the world. Maybe the audience is applauding more tonight than usual, so applauds are taking longer. So the orchestra has to stretch out transitions to take more time between scenes. Maybe something happened in the backdrop and it didn't come down as quickly. So the orchestra has to stretch out the music to take more time. Maybe things are happening faster and the orchestra has to play the music faster and they have to keep up with things. Maybe the actor slipped. Maybe the actor forgot a line. Maybe the actor went ad-lib and added some lines. Someone has to be there to control that because the musicians are downstairs, underground, focusing on their violin, not the actors. The conductor tells them what to do. But then there's also just the energy. Hey, drums, don't fall asleep on me. I'm going to need you here in a second. Drums, let's go. Louder, 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 louder. Let's go. Right? Whatever it is, violin, whatever. They're there to keep it going. The last thing I'll say here on this is you would never give as much credit to the conductor as they deserve on a night when the performance was perfect. When you go to see a play and everything is perfect, you just applaud because everyone was great. We applaud to the lead actor, the lead actress, the supporting. Yeah, we give a nod to the orchestra pit and the conductor. But if the conductor wasn't there and the music was off and it was unbalanced and it wasn't timed right, you wouldn't say, well, that was not a good performance because the conductor was missing. you would just know it wasn't a good performance. Something wasn't right. Maybe in your restaurant, your guests just know that something's missing, something's not right. But when you do expo yourself, when you do conduct, when you come in the morning and check the lines and check the recipes and check the flavor of everything and check to make sure everyone's in uniform and the restaurant is clean and organized and set up and everyone's doing what they're doing, you coincidentally have a better night of service. Think about that and think about being the conductor in your restaurant. I love every single one of you crazy restaurant people, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in another great video like this. But before I let you go, remember, systems create freedom. Freedom creates value. Value creates scale. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Make It Happen is the book I wish I had when I was operating restaurants. Inside are the lessons that took me 10 years to learn and 10 more years of teaching to perfect. I've condensed the most important lessons into this tiny book for building a big restaurant business. I am on a mission to improve restaurants all over the world. Because of that, I want to send you a free copy. Grab yours today at therestaurantboss.com.